Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. Two kings in the Queen City.
Yes, sir.
Cause we got what it takes to rock the mic right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And
What it do?
this go round, I'm turning my mic up this time because last time my mic was too low, so I turned
See,
it up this time.
see, that's why the name was there.
I'm turning my mic up, Jack.
Boom. You see what happened there? Do the knowledge, God.
Let's do it. I love
Yes,
it.
sir. Well, let's start by saying, thanks to everybody that's been supporting so far.
Yes, thank you.
This is episode number 2. You know what I'm saying? And most people don't get to see that, so we blessed to see that. Now it's more so like it's more so a humbling experience so far.
Mm-hmm.
Just to say that we are doing this and we getting the support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Very grateful, very blessed, and appreciative of everyone with the support. It's been surreal for the most part, but we just keep it coming, keep the love, support, and we'll keep throwing these episodes out as best we can. Absolutely.
Keep the positivity going.
Yup.
And unfortunately, we would have to start like more of a somber note since the news is still pretty much fresh. Jason David Frank, most of them know this gentleman as the Green Ranger from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers growing up. Unfortunately, he passed over the weekend, and it was due to self-deletion, because I would hate to use the other word right now. And he was 49 years old. 49 years old, still young.
That you still have. That's halfway, less than half.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You got a lot more to live, and that's just too early, too soon, especially
Yeah.
for someone that talented and that respected. We all grew up on him and characters like him that's almost going out the same way. So
Oh, yes.
you gotta go focus on your mental health and then really just be aware of your need to reach out, and want to be here.
Yes, yeah. And put the emphasis on, reaching out. I think that's the biggest thing. If there's any lesson to take from this, in my honest opinion, because we all have had this talk before of, why, men especially can't open up or can't, really express their feelings to other people because either it doesn't make them look tough or they feel like they're vulnerable and, or they feel like something will be used against them if they do express certain things.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean?
Right.
So, it's still a never-ending battle when it comes to that front.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But even then, I would say definitely if you need to talk to somebody, please do. Please do, because we don't want to see you go out like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yep. Heavy condolences to his family, friends, and loved ones. We don't like hearing that type of news, and
No.
so we can be on a better humanity type situation and love each other and be there for each other, knowing that we all go through, the same shit.
Same
At the end
shit.
of the day, we all go through the same shit. So realize that. Reach out to your closest friends and then just send a text. It takes 2 seconds and say hi or check on them. But besides
Right.
that, keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing.
Yep.
And with that said, I would say to a legend, both in the world of entertainment and MMA fighting, and just to say thanks for the childhood memories, making them golden, being on the show or whatnot. Rest in peace. And on that note, we can make that transition to something on the lighter note. How you feeling for the week though?
Man, yeah, just it's we're on the East Coast here, so it's a little brick.
It's brick.
Out there, what they say in the North or whatever.
No
but
doubt, no doubt.
but that's why I got on my long outfits and stuff, and
Yeah.
and I don't want to walk outside. It reminds me of Philly sometimes when I come out in North Carolina and Charlotte. When I was in Philly, it's just the wind hits your face a little differently than it does here. It's like it slices your skin type cold, bro.
Shit, I believe.
Like the Chicago winds.
Yeah.
That shit is real. And it's like that in Philly, but in Charlotte, sometimes, especially with the big buildings, the wind will
cut
curve
right
around
through.
them. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Coming right for you.
Yeah.
How you dealing with the cold, my friend?
Man, you would think I'd be used to it too, being from DC, and that's how it is up there too. Especially in the city, the winds cut deeper, than any other place, that you could think of, outside of there. But yeah, that's why you see me sitting here, dressing all black, like I just got through robbing the bank. You know what I'm saying? And I got the money sitting in the car somewhere, but I just want to do this podcast, before I go on the run.
Hey, bro, we ain't asking about your extracurricular activities, bro. So
I'm just saying.
We'll let you. We'll keep it on the low.
Okay, I won't tell if you won't tell.
Hey, say less. I got you.
Yeah.
Don't play that, man. Yeah.
Other than that, shoot. Just dealing with that, and then, more so getting entertained by what I see on the news. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in the hip hop world, dealing with, cats that they could, see the OGs, in one way or the other.
Disrespect.
The blatant disrespect. The unmitigated call. The all that.
All that. Yeah,
all that shit.
Yeah.
You
It's
know what I'm
always
saying?
it's the youngins too. It's
I see what you did there.
You see what I
see
did?
what you did there.
Them young boys, man, they a little different.
Especially NBA YoungBoy, to be exact. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
he threw out names.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what we
NBA
doing.
young boy, man. He's amongst the mob. Him. All of them is just they feel like they have some different kind of talent, gift from God, and they can beat out lyrically wise the OGs of the game, and that's just not the case. Bro.
Yeah. Now I understand that it's always been part of hip hop where it's competition, and you think you can see the OGs at a certain point. To be the best, you got to beat the best.
True. I like the
cliche
hunger.
goes. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can respect the hunger, but sometimes you gotta step back and be like, hey.
Yeah, look yourself in the mirror like, yeah, I ain't got the records, my G. Nah.
Let's be real.
I mean,
me?
For the vinyl of the day we got back here, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, I know he doesn't have anything in his catalog that'll touch that.
No.
But you'd be surprised. Some of these young people would say that. I'm saying no. The new generation, he's the new Jay-Z, whoop de whoop, whatever. Yeah.
There gotta be an old Jay-Z to be a new Jay-Z. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if anything, they putting respect on their name. If anything, they trying to, they're not, if anything, if they beefing with each other in the young crowd, it ain't about rapping. It's about something
Right.
else. But if they going after the old heads and stuff like that, it's about hip hop and rapping and talent. And I'm like, well.
And to be fair on that note, he was speaking on a lighter note. Well, I wouldn't say lighter, but the context of the story is he's beefing with some other young rapper. I can't even keep up with these young niggas' names. Be quite honest.
Little Marshmallow.
Well, something like that,
young
Boo Boo,
Young Flatski.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I
little
wanted
PB
to be
and
J. I don't know. We can come up with many names. I don't
Young
know.
PB and J.
It's way better than what we hearing. The context was they beefing back and forth for whatever reason. And then I guess the other cat mentioned something about being able to rap, and that's when that quote came out from him.
Well, I would just say, see if he'll do a verses with you or something and go from there.
Shit.
He ain't gonna waste his time.
I ain't even gonna waste my time watching that.
He'll say
ain't nobody gonna waste time watching that.
He'll send Blue Album and do his little way. Come on now, man. Don't do that. Don't play that game.
Whenever you come with a Reasonable Doubt, whenever you come with a Blueprint, whenever you come with a Black Album, or Volume 2, or 444, or Watch Your Throne, or any album that that's considered at that top classic level
tier,
like what he got,
top tier,
then you can holler at him. But as the runs goes, I don't think he's going to see that. And to be fair to him, one of my favorite songs from him, I played up to this day from the day it came out. No Smoke. I love that shit.
No Smoke, yeah. Yeah. Oh man, that's classic.
That is classic.
My,
I'll give him a classic song.
look up that song. Thank me later. But yeah,
Boom.
that's a good one, man.
Yeah.
And I gotta give a shout out. Let me give a shout out to my brother Daniel, Carolina Ballistics. Go follow them. But
Yes, go follow him.
He put me on to this album when we was little. He this is one of his favorite albums of all time. And so that's one of the first albums I listened to when I was growing up and got me into the hip hop game. So I gotta give him a shout out just for that. Yeah.
Nice.
Just respect. That's all.
That's
That
all.
and DMX,
Yeah.
so they all kind of the same category.
Oh, X. Yeah. That's another catalog that
God,
can't be touched.
legends.
Your minds. Yeah, and then ironically, I see something along the same realm, but with a different person. He was speaking on the Matt Hoffa podcast, and thinking, he can rap on the same level as this person. And who we talking about? We talking about the baby. Thinking he can, the same level with Eminem.
And he canceled.
I mean,
Didn't he sell like 5 tickets? No, I mean shout out again. He's from our
it's
city.
Queen City. Yeah, no doubt.
I can't show too much, but it's kind of like, bruh, if Eminem and all them have never had to sell 5 tickets. I think 50 Cent had to pay people to go to Ja Rule's. That's the type of cancel the baby is.
Oh yeah.
They Ja Rule canceled them.
Like they do 2 for 1 type.
Bruh.
And I still love Ja Rule. I don't care what
Shout
nobody
out
say.
to Ja Rule.
Somebody get Ja Rule on the phone, straight up.
I hope the best, man. I hope he come back with, and if he's that good as he say he was, I want to see it. Otherwise, I can't.
Yeah, but judging from the catalog, with everything sounds the same.
Facts.
As far as like
And that's not
how
me.
he put out the content,
Right.
how he delivers. Yeah.
Right. And I'm not hating. I know what I hear, and that shit ain't it no more. It was back then, like when he came out, he was popping. The baby,
Oh, yeah.
he was
Yeah.
popping. He was up there with Lil Baby on sales and numbers and figures, and
Oh,
then
man.
he just flatlined, especially with all the drama he brings. So
Because that projection, it was real high. If you get a cosign by 50 Cent,
that's some shoes to fill in right there,
that's
boy.
some big shoes to fill.
Yep.
Yeah. Not only a cosign, he was going, basically pretty much manage him until that stardom, right?
I think he was deep.
Right.
Hey, yo,
My bad.
What-
He was like
you
really
couldn't
in
have thought
tune.
another way to word that. You know what I'm saying?
But I knew I wanted to
Hey,
say
yo.
it, but I knew we had that button to
Yeah.
push. So
Nah. It didn't hit me till
my bad.
Hey,
But
don't
he
need to
was.
apologize now.
Bruh.
It's been paused.
What I'm trying to say is, what was I trying to say? The baby. 50 Cent was back in the baby heavy. And that's when I said deep heavy. And so he had he hit that bar and he hit it. And that's where he just kind of flatlined right there. And then he just kept going down.
Yeah, especially, when he made them insensitive remarks, out to a certain
that'll
community.
do
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
That'll
That would do it. That would do it.
Every time, Jared.
Yeah, you got to.
Unless you Dave Chappelle or someone
Oh,
who's
man.
immune to being canceled, it's going to
Dave-
happen to you.
Yes, sir. Because someone like Dave Chappelle, he's untouchable at this point. I don't care what anybody say.
Bruh, that's what I look up to in the comedy world.
Yeah.
Is Dave Chappelle, and he's just man, it's because he goes up there and he tells stories, and they
Yeah.
just happen to be fucking funny because he's
Yeah.
hilarious. And
He's
he just
hilarious.
makes it seem hilarious, and I'm like, bruh, that's true comedianship. If you could do that,
And it's just the way he just only commands the crowd, just being conversational.
right?
Is
Exactly.
It's what, draws me to him all the time.
Brings them right. You said what? You said draws. Oh, I thought you said.
Nigga, where your mind is at?
Bruh,
I mean,
ever
damn.
since, man, I'm hearing some shit. I'm sorry, my fault. My bad.
Nah, but yeah, and a pure example of that is what he did at the SNL.
I didn't even see that. I caught little clips of it, but I need to go check that out.
Yeah,
Before.
yeah. I just looked at the monologue and
Right.
man, he made some great points. You know, for example, using Kanye by saying that, because of Kanye, well, I'm paraphrasing, but because of Kanye, he got Kyrie in trouble. And that shit was funny, but that was some real shit. You know?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Shit.
Something along those lines. Yeah. You would have to look at it.
If you think about it, yeah, I mean, if you think about it that deep, then it makes sense. Why you would think that.
I would say so.
Yeah, it makes sense why you think that. But Dave Chappelle always been just politically, comedically. He raps all that in a comedy that makes he makes the left laugh, he makes the right laugh. It just don't matter what he says. He just yell out the N word. White people just be like it's normal. All right, Dave Chappelle, go ahead.
Yeah. And just back to the fact that he's untouchable.
Yeah.
The group that, well, I don't want to say the name, but more so that tries to, I would say, cancel people, for their remarks, for the Jews' remarks, along with the transgender community when he dropped that other special on Netflix.
I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I forgot.
Sticks and Stones or something.
I think it is
like
the Sticks and Stones one.
Yeah.
Man, there was a big hoorah about that for a while, and then boom, next thing you know, he's back out with another special. Like, okay.
Netflix, man, Netflix.
They backed him. They was like, all right, we ain't with all this canceling, culture, try to, bully us into, get rid of somebody like him.
Right.
And I'm glad for that.
Yeah, because we was at a point where it was tough to be comedy in general with the Will Smith slap with the Chris Rock thing. It's kind of like now comedians have to watch what they say.
Yeah, and
not
it's
just
still
comedians,
to this day. Yeah,
all entertainment. Anybody that has a platform goes back to Kyrie, go back to Kanye, go back to everybody who got a platform, and you got all these cameras shooting on you. You got a script now. You got to maintain that script.
Yeah, especially for you in the comedian world, which you try to branch into. I would feel for you more so because of you got to filter everything you say pretty much from here on out.
Well, yeah. Well, to an extent, I'm not even that type of person I'm not racist or anything like that. So that naturally will not even come out my mouth anyways. But stuff like that or I don't really care about sexual, all that stuff. That stuff will naturally not happen. But for people who teeter that line and that fence, and Dave Chappelle's one of them, unfortunately, it's a possibility someone will run up on that stage nowadays and try to do some shit to you.
Yeah.
Or cancel you.
Till you find out you get stomped out, like,
by the rest of the comedians.
Word, that's sitting in the back room chilling.
Yeah, bro.
They was drinking their cognacs and all.
They were waiting for a motherfucker.
Oh, they was waiting for that smoke.
I'm coming.
Straight
they
up
saw,
and
down. They saw him a long way. Yep, there you go.
Yep. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah. So, it happens. But, I mean, it's a different time. And then, you got to be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Anyway. Just read the room.
Anyway.
Just read the room anywhere you go.
Right. Yeah.
And just be mindful of what you say.
Man.
As when you're in the rooms.
Right. Yeah.
That's all part of, part of adulting in that way.
Man, you were not lying. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm the type of dude who kind of walk in a room and I have to make sure I know where the exit's at all times. I'm like, where the exit's at.
That's a fact.
Just in case. You don't know if something's going to happen nowadays. People shooting up malls and churches.
Oh, God.
Like, if you ain't safe in places where you, find your exits.
Especially with the latest thing I've seen on the news where some guy went into a LGBTQ bar and pretty much shoot up that place up, and I forgot the number of how many people was injured or killed.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I saw I think a survivor, he got shot like 7 times, but it didn't hit any vital organs. And he was trying to tell a story, and it was just kind of a crazy situation, and just we gotta be better than that. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta be
Absolutely.
better than that. Just because you have a different way of thinking, don't mean it's their thoughts are wrong. So I don't
Yeah.
know, man. People need
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot,
Just be
lot of
more
healing.
careful than usual.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Man.
on that note,
So what's your plans for
for Thanksgiving.
yeah, what you got? I mean, do you have? I know you normally like hang out with the family and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Is that your plans this year? What you
Yeah, nah, just low key, just a low key Thanksgiving.
I hear you.
You know, as long as there's some cognac in my cup, you know, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Eggnog and cognac. Man.
Minus the eggnog, but maybe a Pepsi, you know,
Yeah.
mixed in that joint. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
And I hope everybody has good holidays. I think we're
Yeah.
right around Thanksgiving time, so everybody
Yeah.
have
Just be safe, you
Be
know.
safe.
Be careful.
Yep.
At the same time, enjoy your family while you have them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because we here today and gone tomorrow.
Man,
Man.
that's a fact, man. Hug your loved ones.
Yes.
Hug your kids. Hug your pets. Hug your cats. I got a cat. Your kids
Yeah, I
are
got-
cheering. You love
Yeah.
everybody.
Morty F baby. He in the house.
Facts.
Yeah. And how about yourself? You think you're gonna be more low key?
Yeah, I think it's I'm gonna keep it local. It's cold outside. It's Philly is nowhere to be right now in the
No.
days. It's I think it's 50 something here. I think in Philly it's probably 20, 30 something at this point. But
I tell you.
I will be staying here, and just keeping it low key as I usually do every year. I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving anyway, so.
Why?
This is for y'all who do, It's for
Yeah.
y'all who do. I don't,
Well,
there's some shit behind Thanksgiving that I don't really look into, but that's beyond here. That's beyond me.
Here you go with that woke shit.
Hey, I'm speaking my truth, Jake.
And on that note, yeah, we about to wrap this up, baby. All I want to say is, thankful for everybody once again for the support.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And if anything, I'll just leave with this note: put God first. Now, how about you?
I will co-sign your note, Jake.
Yes, sir.
That was good enough for me.
Well, on that note, we
Yeah,
out.
we out.
Black out.